everyone, Draco Magnius here for another episode of Let's Play Persona 5. In the last episode, we got to Kamoshida's treasure room and located the weird, misty, cosmic cloud that will be his treasure once we tell him that he has a treasure that we are going to steal. This episode, we're gonna work on that calling card we gotta send, and then send it, and then maybe confront him. But to do that, we need to head back home. We've secured our route to the treasure. Do you want to get out of here? Yes. Okay, all we gotta do now is steal the treasure that shows up, yeah? It's finally time. But we need to send the calling card first. When should we do it? Just hold on. Let's retreat for now. Then we can talk more about that stuff back at the hideout. Oh, and well done today. Alright. Let's see what we got going on here. We stopped the sides, we infiltrated the throne room, we found the safe room, we infiltrated the treasure room, and we secured our route. Yeah, so about the same thing I did last time, all things considered. I mean, like, the same amount of things. So that's not too bad. I finished half the stuff on my first outing. On my second outing, I finished, like, a third. And on my next one, I finished the last third. Alright.
Yes!
We finally secured our route to the treasure. All we need to do now is send the calling card.
Okay.
You did great today. Are you tired? Not especially, no. You back home yet? I'm pooped. Hit me like a goddamn ton of bricks right when I sat down. Well, I guess we did walk pretty far in, and I also did some grinding in the 0.5 episode for our scene. Get him caught up. But apart from that, I mean, I'm glad we found that treasure thing, though. So, Kamoshida will turn into a good guy if we steal that, huh? I don't know if it'll turn him into a good guy, but it'll certainly make him feel guilty about his actions. Either way, it's up to you when we send the card, Draco. Call us over to the hideout when you're ready. Nice work, guys. See ya!
Now then.
The real challenge is coming up. I hope you're ready. Hey, a package came in for you. Can't imagine what you bought. Let's see what's inside. What did you get? Woo! My 4-party in a cans! Must be what you ordered off the TV. Nice. Anything new, or is it just the same old news crap? Next up is politics. Of course, I always come home for freaking politics. Criticism of the ruling party has surged following the resignation of the Minister of Transport. A survey we conducted shows that the approval ratings of the cabinet have dropped drastically. People's overall disapproval is higher than expected, as well as distrust towards the government. Seems like everyone's not happy with the government. Being in a position of power must be tough. Yeah, I'd imagine so. Okay, that's how much money I have. That's good, I can buy the CRT tomorrow, maybe. If I really feel like it. How you doing, Sojiro? Been a while.
Hey.
Living an honest life? Can't turn over a new leaf here. Life won't be easy, you know? Well, that's just the same thing you say every day, I ask you. Let's go.
Hey!
You must be tired after today. Let's go to sleep. Well, what if I wanted to do something? Maybe I wanted to, like, read one of my many books I have now. Or what if I wanted to make some thief stools before we went to bed, huh, Morgana? Just no, it's sleep time. Go to sleep. Fine. Go to stupid sleep. Oh, April 26th, Tuesday. Ah, good morning. Crowded as ever today, huh? We found the treasure, so all that's left is to send the calling card. We have less than a week now until the board meeting. What do you want to do today? See, it's Tuesday? Is there anything else I can think of that I want to do? It's a sunny day, so I'm not going to the diner. I don't think anyone's going to want to hang out now that we've, you know, managed to get to the point where we're ready to take on Kamoshida. Do I need to buy anything? I mean, I'm a little low on Healy items, but not too low where it's a problem. I could go to my house to get to the CRT TV, but nah, that can wait. It's not that big a deal. Let's just send the calling card. So the time has come. Let's take away Kamoshida's disgusting desires. Okay, I'll see you after school at the hideout. Alright, here we are after school. I guess school wasn't very eventful today.
Okay.
Sending the calling card is a make-or-break decision, so really think on it, okay? I'm sure both Ryuji and Lady Ann are uneasy too. So make sure you talk to them about it, okay? Oh yeah, we said we meet at the hideout.
Let's go.
Okay, let's head there now. Aye aye.
It's finally time. Are you ready?
Alright, all that's left now is to send the calling card and take Kamoshida's heart. Couldn't we have just sent one at the beginning of all this? It's not that simple. A treasure won't stay materialized forever. Once the impression is gone, the treasure will disappear. I think it'll last around a day at most. The hell? That's like no time at all. I mean, it's enough time if we know exactly where the treasure is. It should only take us really a day to get there. I mean, I don't expect us to just waltz on in and just bing bang boom, we're done! But at the very least, I think we can get it all done in one day. There's probably going to be some resistance, and then we take them on. Yeah? Yeah. Anyway, we can send a calling card right now, yeah? Let's do it and steal that bastard's heart!
Now then.
The palace will go away once you take the treasure. Make sure you've done everything you need to. You can now select Send Calling Card from the hideout. Be mindful of the following things when sending out the calling card. Complete all preparations before issuing the calling card. Once the decision is made, you will return home and begin the next day at the palace. After the treasure is obtained, the palace will collapse and you will be unable to enter that palace again. Leave no chest unopened. Yeah, so leave no chest unopened. If there are any particular personas you want from any palace, you're going to want to get them before you send your calling card. That being said, if I remember correctly, a decent portion of them do show up in other areas. In another area we haven't really encountered yet, They're also fusible, all of them. If you have a good enough guide, you can probably just look up the guide and then see, okay, how do I make this persona? Alright, so I need that one and that one. Okay, I'm going to fuse that once I get the opportunity. So, I mean, technically you're blocked out from the personas that are in a palace, but not for long, because usually they are in another area occasionally. Anywho, or you could just fuse them, like I said, no big deal. You can enter a palace to look for items or personas without sending out the calling card. However, be aware of the time remaining. Oh! You know, now that I brought up a guide for fusing personas, I should just bring this up. I found on my Android phone a app called Persona Dex. A Persona 5, I forget the full name because it's like ... but look up Persona Dex on Google Play. I don't know if it's on iTunes as well, but it's basically a database of every single persona that's in this game and how to fuse it. It's a pretty invaluable tool if you want to make something specifically. It also gives you, like, their strengths, when they're first made, what elements they're strong, weak to whatever, what skills they learn, all that fun stuff. But with that all said and done, let's get back to it, shall we? Let's send the card.
Kamoshida.
I've been waiting to hear you say that, all since we knew we had to send a card yesterday. Been waiting for so long!
Tomorrow's finally the day.
Yep.
So we send the calling card in the morning and carry out the plan by the end of the day, right?
Right.
Correct. The effect won't last that long.
Should be simple enough. I mean, we're on a time crunch, but we are always on a time crunch, so no big deal.
Are you worried?
Not especially. I mean, I might not be strong enough, but I got a good feeling about this.
Waited too long.
Perfect.
Going to pull this off no matter what.
Yeah.
So, who's going to write the card?
Leave it to me.
Oh, alright, if you want to take care of it.
Why?
Why not?
Why? Why wouldn't it be me?
This is important. Are you sure you can handle the pressure?
I must agree.
Hey, I think Ryuji will do a great job.
I really want to get him good. Let me write it. Come on, please.
I mean, does anyone else want to offer? Because if no one else wants to offer, I'm just going to give him this role. Alright.
Yeah, I got this.
Hey, are you sure about this? If they find out our identities, all this work will be for nothing.
That's true. But you know, I mean, Ryuji might not be the brightest, and he might not be the most subtle, but I think he can write out this card. I have faith in him.
I know.
Alright then. Tomorrow it is.
Yeah!
You'd better not slack off on this.
Oh, but I was planning on doing something before we went off to the palace. I mean, I would never! I totally wasn't planning to go to the library before we went off to Kamoshida's palace. No, not at all! That's ridiculous, Morgana! You silly. You're a silly cat.
Well then.
Well, whether you like it or not, the real battle begins tomorrow. Better be sure you're prepared, okay? Okay. Man, there's so much I want to write on the calling card. It's kind of tough figuring out what to say. Are you sure you're really capable of this? Don't worry, I got it. I even made a logo for us. Nice. Logo? Yep, we'll see it tomorrow. Well, that's worrying. Why is that worrying? And you worry too much. Anyways, you guys should rest up. If we screw up tomorrow, we're totally done for. Que sera, sera. I like that, but I'm counting on you guys. Yeah, I'm sure we can do this. Just remember, we can't trust any shitty adults. The not shitty ones okay, but the shitty ones absolutely not. That's why we gotta do this ourselves. At no point could we have just called the police, have them investigate the matter, realize the guy was abusing people, and have him arrested. Not at all. That was never something we could have done. Even though there are people who've been abused, who the police probably have experts to talk to, who could have weeded it out of them, no. This was our only option! I want to drive that home. Not that it's a plot point or any plot hole or anything. I'm just saying it's not something we could have done. Anyways, let's pull this off and surprise everyone. Yeah, we got this. Alright, let's see. Are you once again politics crap? Oh, this is something different. Good. I know this can show different things. That's why I kept going to it. Pawn to 5-6 on the first move was unexpected. This just might lead to a happy central rook. What? Ah, is there a special reason why it's called a happy central rook? Well, the first shogi player to use that move was the kind of person who was always smiling. Shogi, huh? Never actually played shogi, not quite familiar with it. I know it's like similar to chess, I think? That's really where the name comes from. It has nothing to do with the actual strategy itself. So, the name doesn't clue you in on the strategy. It's really just named after a shogi player? Huh. The more you know. Hello, pompous male customer. I apologize if I've overstayed my welcome. I finished a critique for work, so I'm partaking in a moment's rest. The ambiance of my favorite cafe at closing time. This perfect silence soothes my very soul. The TV's on, though. Well, I'll be going home then. Did Soichiro just call him on his bullshit and he doesn't want to comment on it? Yeah, the silence of this cafe is great, but there's TV and that's noise. Well, I'm gonna go! He called me out of my shit, so I gotta leave. Alright. Soichiro, are you just gonna say the same thing, or what are we doing? Seem different. Did you always have that scowl on your face? Nothing goes your way in life. You'll end up failing if you tense up like that. Thanks for the advice. I could technically make myself some coffee right now. Do I want to make lockpicks or do I want to make coffee? Well, we're not really going into a, like, any locked chests. Was there anything else I want to do in my room? Maybe.
Wow!
So this is where the chief brews his famous coffee. Brewing coffee will cause time to pass, but it will make a special coffee that restores SP. This may prove useful for exploring palaces.
Oh!
Are you making some coffee for tomorrow? Not a bad idea. Yeah, let's brew. You know how to brew coffee? Weren't you teaching me? Help yourself to the beans on the shelves. I'll show you how each kind of bean is different later. Alright, I'm heading out to buy some cigarettes.
Oh!
I love the smell of good coffee.
Yes! Alright.
Oh well, I thought I hit the button, but I guess I didn't. So excuse me. The way you're drinking it makes it look delicious. You know, little insight into Draco Magnius. I've never been a huge fan of coffee. I mean, believe it or not, when I was a kid, I drank it because it had like a reverse effect on me, where coffee sometimes makes people jittery. As an ADHD child, it actually seemed to calm me down a bit. But I like tea more. That being said, I like the smell of coffee beans. Is that weird? That I don't like the taste unless it's loaded with sugar and cream, but the scent of the coffee smells good to me? I don't know. Anyway. This coffee has a lot of thought and love behind it, huh? Maybe if you drink it in the metaverse, it'll heal your wounds, too. Got 1 LeBlanc coffee. Looks like you're doing well. Here, let me have a sip. Okay, sure. This aroma and soft richness. You used Blue Mountain, huh?
Let me explain.
Jamaican Blue Mountain. The Blue Mountains of Jamaica have a unique climate and volcanic soil advantageous for growing their famous high-quality coffee. The coffee undergoes a rigorous inspection process and is harvested in small quantities. This produces a rich coffee with a full aroma. The flavor profile is bland. You should practice more to bring out the roast's full potential. Although I see you're preparing the cup the way I taught you, I'll acknowledge your hard work. Oh, hey, and I got 2 points. Nice. Looks like a real barista standing at the counter like that. I'm sorry, I fumbled that one. You look like a real barista standing at the counter like that. It seems like you're following all the rules and instructions I gave you. I can't believe this kid in front of me is a troublemaker with a criminal record. Yeah, I know, right? I got screwed over. Well, there's no need to have a lengthy conversation about this. Just keep up with your training. Can do. You have the opportunity to learn, so you should take some time for yourself and keep improving.
Nice.
People would treat you with respect if they knew you could serve a great cup of coffee. Really? Is that a thing? Do people respect baristas? Anyway, we should get some rest. We have a big day tomorrow. That's why I made the coffee. April 27th, Wednesday. I got a chance to talk to a girl the other day. We had an amazing conversation after I brought up some of the stuff I read about. We're going out somewhere together soon. Oh, well, congratulations. Good for you, dull student whose name I do not know. Well, don't get ahead of yourself, because it happened to go well. Look, knowledge isn't enough. You need proficiency to adapt on the fly. You also need kindness to be accepted, and guts to be honest and direct. Plus, charm to draw people to you. Oh, this guy's a regular freaking Casanova over here. The quality of your character says a lot about you, so it's important to better yourself every day. Really? But it takes so much work. Well, sometimes you gotta work if you want to be with someone. Or, I mean, you could take the alternative route, which is not give a shit about anything and just live on your own. Some people are okay with that. But I'll do it if it means I'll get a girlfriend. There you go, that's the spirit. I guess I'll start by showering every day. I hear girls prefer a dude who's hygienic. What? No! Yeesh. This guy. Dull guy is just, ugh. Your knowledge, charm, proficiency, kindness, and guts will come in handy throughout the game. Be sure not to neglect them. You can train these stats through various activities in the city, reading books, and more. Look around and see what you can find.
Hey,
Hey, this applies to you too. Of course.
yeah.
You get it. That's a good attitude to have. That's why I've been obsessing over my stats. Not only do certain confidants need you to have certain ranks higher, but certain things are easier done when you have higher things. A calling card?
I heard it was already posted by the time everyone got here this morning.
Really? Ryuji woke up early.
Sir Suguru Kamoshida, the utter bastard of lust.
I like the logo.
We know how shitty you are, and that you put your twisted desires on students that can't fight back. That's why we have decided to steal away those desires and make you confess your sins. This will be done tomorrow, so we hope you will be ready. From the Phantom Thieves of Hearts. Wow.
I like it. I don't know why she seems to be so, like, upset with it. I think it was a pretty damn good card. I mean, maybe a little too much profanity mixed in, but we can work on that next time if there is a next time.
Huh?
Yeah, Ryuji, you did a pretty good job. Like I said, I would have refrained a little bit with the cursing, maybe tried for a little more poetic nature in your threats. But all in all, good for a first time. What? You don't think I do stuff like that, do you? What, just because I have good intel on what a good card would sound like?
I looked up a bunch of similar stuff online for reference.
Ah, cool, cool. Yeah, I noticed you had like a bunch of different characters cut out for that like kidnapper kind of feel for the card. I liked that. That was a good design choice. And you know, I like the logo too. I mean, it's not the best thing I've ever seen, but all in all, I liked it.
Yeah.
And then again, I really like top hats, so that I may be a wee bit biased.
I know what you wanted to say, but it sounded like an idiot trying to be an adult.
Your logo's a little lacking too.
What? Morgana, on! I cannot believe what I'm hearing. I thought for a first attempt, he did a great job.
Okay, you know what? That ain't true.
Yeah, really.
Did Mr. Kamoshida do something wrong?
Yes. Yes, he did. A lot of things. I mean, if you ask anyone, they're not going to tell you, but trust us, he did a lot wrong.
Does this mean the rumors are true?
Yes. Yes, it does. Rumor-loving female student.
Wait a sec. Is someone gonna take something from Mr. Kamoshida?
Yes.
What's with this weird logo?
Hey, it's a good logo.
And who are these Phantom Thieves of Hearts people?
You know, it's a good thing they can't actually hear my shouting, because a lot of what I've been shouting is kind of incriminating.
got everyone excited, so it's all good, yeah?
Yeah. Sometimes it's good to not be heard. Ah, now the most important person for this
Who's
card.
responsible for this?
Oh, who could possibly be responsible?
Look at that. A predictable reaction for someone who knows what we mean by distorted desires.
I think it's hitting him pretty hard.
Yep, and as long as it's done that, it's done its job.
Did you do this, or was it you?
Nope.
Was it you two?
We have no idea what you're talking about, Mr. Kamoshida. We're just as surprised as you are. I mean, what could they possibly be talking about in those cards? What are you talking about?
So you're playing dumb? It's not a problem. You'll be expelled soon enough anyway.
We sure will, Mr. Kamoshida. You just worry about your big important meeting later in the week.
Come, steal it if you can.
Ooh, look at that, all the way up to 99.
Judging from Kamoshida's response, I'm sure we had an effect on his palace.
I think so too. Good. Good.
Does that mean the treasure's appeared? We'll be able to get it today, right?
It's not just today. It's only today. The impact of seeing a calling card doesn't last long, and it cannot be repeated. This will be our one chance to steal the treasure.
Well then, we should probably get started.
One day's more than enough for us.
Yeah. The calling card has been delivered to the target. You can now enter their palace and steal the treasure within. The gate's wide open.
Well then.
Let's go! Don't let your guard down! Well, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we're gonna end this episode here. In the next one, we're gonna rush in, steal Kamoshida's treasure, and get the hell out! See you guys then.